Feel the quiet hum deep within your sacred center. It is the sound of your spirit confirming this exact moment. Your soul orchestrated this gathering, dear one. You didn't just stumble upon this path. You were led here by an invisible thread spun from the clearest light. That subtle whisper you might have tried to ignore while you were busy handling the world's details, that was the universe knocking softly on the secure, perfectly built Virgo door of your heart, signaling that the time for the great unveiling has arrived. Your presence here is not merely for practical answers. It is the culmination of a vast, deliberate spiritual contract. Your very essence, dedicated to accuracy and flawless execution, mandated that every energetic piece must be positioned correctly before the grand movement could begin. You are the sacred architect of your own destiny, and a magnificent architect cannot begin pouring the foundation until the blueprints are absolutely complete. This necessity for perfect alignment, a hallmark of your divine energy, is precisely why certain processes felt delayed. There was simply no rushing the meticulous creation taking place behind the scenes. Think of the patient spider weaving its beautiful, intricate web. Every single strand must be perfect, calibrated against the gentle curve of the morning dew and the wind's soft, testing breath. If even one strand were flawed, the entire structure would fail. You, dear one, have been weaving a structure of absolute integrity for yourself, perhaps over many seasons. You had to inspect every knot, ensure every connection was secure, because the majestic destination you are heading toward requires a foundation that cannot be shaken. The universe honors this precision. It respects the years of silent work you put into mastering your craft, healing your wounds, and organizing the internal chaos others never saw. Now, as the final piece clicks into place, an astonishing clarity washes over you. This profound recognition of readiness is the spiritual fuel you need for the leap ahead. You are being called out of the shadow of constant self-editing and into the brilliant, confirming light you have worked so diligently to earn. Look closely at the horizon. You stand not before a wall, but before a massive, welcoming door. It is not locked, but simply waiting for the final, perfectly calibrated key to turn. This is that moment. Embrace this deep, internal knowing. The obstacles that felt like heavy stones pressing upon your journey were merely ballast, steadying your vessel until the precise moment of high tide arrived. Your spirit knew the exact second to set sail. Trust that the meticulous preparation is complete, and know that you are now entering a profound chapter where every detail you polished will brilliantly reflect the path forward. This journey requires your unwavering confidence, because the way you see yourself is about to change everything. The way you see yourself is about to change everything. You have been walking a quiet, dedicated path, haven't you? Perhaps you looked at certain moments recently and thought, why is this taking so long? Why are these small pieces refusing to lock into place? Sweet Virgo heart, I must confirm something profound for you. The perceived delay was not a punishment, nor was it a sign of your unworthiness. It was the universe performing sacred geometry for you. Every single moment of seemingly disorganized chaos was, in fact, perfect organization, on a scale you could not yet comprehend. Think of the majestic swan. Before it glides effortlessly across the water, its webbed feet are working furiously beneath the surface, calculating the current, finding the precise depth, performing a flawless, unseen dance. You were in that unseen calculation phase. The cosmos required meticulous alignment. Not just 80% alignment, but the full, flawless 100% that your precise Virgo soul naturally strives for. This deep necessity for perfection meant that every energetic thread had to be untangled, every past commitment gently released, and every future opportunity polished until it shone brightly enough to meet your standards. The divine required the best for you, and the best takes time to curate. Do you remember those times when a certain door seemed to slam shut, or a key person suddenly stepped away, causing a moment of profound confusion? You felt the sting of rejection, yes, but those closed doors were simply energetic reroutes, protecting you fiercely from a less-than-perfect scenario that would have diluted your energy. Imagine the universe acting as a master architect, ensuring the foundation was dry, stable, and capable of holding the magnificent structure you are about to build. You do not build a cathedral on shifting sand. You build it on rock. And this process has transformed your temporary frustration into eternal, unshakable bedrock. The spiritual law of preparation is absolute. Before the great river finds the sea, it must navigate every bend and gather every tributary. You are gathering your forces, perfecting your skills, and shedding the weight that was not meant for the altitude you are now reaching. Look closely at the number 7 that may have appeared to you recently, in receipts, on the clock, or perhaps vibrating in a quiet meditation. 7 is the vibration of spiritual perfection and completion. It is the signature of the universe telling you clearly, the initial preparation is finished. You are now confirmed. The meticulous nature that defines you is precisely what allowed this divine intervention to occur. You demanded clarity, you insisted on authenticity, and the universe delivered the necessary pauses until every single star, every single variable was in its rightful place. You now stand at the threshold of a new movement, a powerful shift where the intense inner work translates rapidly into glorious outer manifestation. This is the moment when the detailed planning gives way to glorious, unimpeded movement, propelling you forward with absolute confidence, knowing that nothing was left to chance. Now that you are moving, propelled forward by the flawless architecture of your preparation, we must turn our gaze inward to the powerful engine that truly guided this perfect alignment. That engine is not the checklist or the spreadsheet. It is the silent wisdom residing deep within your very core. Your mind, dear Virgo soul, is a masterpiece, a finely tuned instrument that constantly seeks order and purity. You analyze because you care deeply about precision and truth. You seek the patterns, the variables, the minor details, believing that the absolute truth must reside within that beautiful, complex architecture of data. You build intricate labyrinths of thought, mapping out every possible contingency and seeking certainty in every dimension. But you, dear one, know a profound secret that others often miss. While your brilliant mind is diligently tracing the logical pathway through the maze, your heart already holds the golden thread that leads directly to the center. This intuitive leap is your most powerful and overlooked gift, the ability to feel the truth. Before the evidence arrives, the internal assurance that cuts through the 1,000 potential worries. Think of the majestic owl, a recurring messenger in your energy field. During the bright hours, the owl is observant, noticing every shift in the light, relying on practical sight. But when the deep night falls, its true power awakens. It doesn't rely on vision alone. It relies on an internal navigation system, a profound, silent knowing that cuts through the darkness, the noise, and the distraction of the world. You are exactly that owl. Your analytical brilliance is your daytime vision, necessary and sharp, but your intuition is the deep, clear vision that operates when the world tries to confuse you with complexity. You might label the complexity of your own thought process as chaos sometimes, feeling momentarily overwhelmed by the sheer volume of data you collect and sort. But understand this, my dear friend, that analytical swirl is just the surface water of a vast ocean. Beneath it, the deep current of your intuition runs perfectly clear and absolutely undisturbed. That deep, quiet voice is the voice of your soul whispering the access code. The external world tells you that you must find the 7-digit security key through tireless research and exhausting effort. But your spirit simply hands you the one magical key that unlocks the desired door instantly. Every single obstacle you face now, every momentary hesitation, every final doubt about a major choice, is simply your powerful mind trying to re-verify a truth your heart confirmed weeks, even months ago. Embrace this perfect duality. Honor the magnificent mind that organizes, but bow reverently to the wisdom that simply knows. When the logical pathway feels too overwhelming, stop trying to calculate the next mile or itemize the next possibility. Instead, close your eyes and ask your silent wisdom, where is the next step already leading me? The answer will arrive not as a complicated formula or a lengthy document, but as a pure, undeniable feeling of rightness. This feeling is the sacred compass pointing you directly toward the glorious destiny you so diligently prepared for. This is where the alignment truly pays off, translating absolute inner certainty into tangible, outer reality. A shift which demands a profound new type of boldness in your steps, stepping out of the shadows of the what if and into the sunshine of I know. You are now standing at the threshold. This is no longer the flimsy testing barrier you approached months ago, the one that required all your energy just to steady the frame. That phase, where you felt you constantly had to prove your worth and resilience, has beautifully dissolved. Before you now stands the golden door. It is shimmering, solid, and completely open. Feel the warmth radiating from its frame. This is the exact, perfect moment where the cosmos confirms that the portal of testing is absolutely, irrevocably ended. You meticulously organized every corner of your inner world, and now the outer world reflects that flawless preparation. This golden door is not a prize for surviving, but a recognition for mastering. It is the universe celebrating the depth of your commitment. You did not just walk through the fires of refinement, you became the fire itself, purified and brilliant. The heavy, lingering energy of the necessary struggle lifts from your shoulders now, freeing you to carry only the light of what you learned. Everything you overcame, every perceived failure you turned into a functional blueprint, was simply the sacred tuition for this higher level of being. You earned the right to approach this magnificent entrance. And look above. Perched quietly, watching over this sacred passage, is the sign of the night guardian, the owl. The owl does not hover here as a judge, but as a silent, powerful confirmation of your immense wisdom. It sees beyond the veil of surface appearance, recognizing the profound transformation that occurred while you worked in the shadows. The owl's eyes, ancient and knowing, assure you of two things. First, that every move you make from this moment forward is guided by a wisdom that is centuries deep, and second, that this passage is protected. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. You are stepping into a realm secured by higher intuitive forces that respond directly to the clarity you have established within your soul. The owl signals that your intuition is now sharpened to a diamond point. Where before you might have doubted the subtle nudges of your inner voice, now that voice rings with absolute authority. You have earned the right to trust that inner knowing implicitly. You are stepping into a phase where the greatest clarity is often found not in the overwhelming noise of the day, but in the quiet, decisive moments of inner knowing, moments that the owl governs and protects. This is the profound payoff for your alignment. You now possess the vision to navigate landscapes that might appear daunting to others. Trust the number 3 whispering across the lintel of this door, the number of manifestation, union, and completeness. Your preparation, your test, and your ascension are now complete. Take a deep breath, dear one. The time for waiting is done. It is time to step through the warm, golden light and claim the magnificent structures you prepared for, knowing that the foundation is sound and the guardian is watching. As you cross this vibrant threshold, you feel an immediate, profound shift. The golden light does not burn. It gently melts away the heavy backpack you never realized you were carrying. This weight was not made of physical burdens, but of detailed anxieties and the relentless need to oversee every single variable. For so long, your beautiful, dedicated mind believed that control was synonymous with safety. You felt you had to hold the net below the tightrope, even if you were the one walking on it. You held the stone of worry, believing if you dropped it, the foundation would crumble. Now, that tireless vigil can cease. the stone dissolves, and the foundation remains sound. Look down at your hands. They are empty, but they are ready to receive. Your assignment in this new landscape is the lightness of ascension. It means trading the tight grip for the open hand. You have mastered the discipline of perfection, and now you are asked to master the discipline of trust. This is often the most challenging leap for the practical, discerning Virgo heart. But it is the key to unlocking the peace you have earned through years of dedicated service, both to yourself and to the world around you. This deserving peace is not something you have to analyze or earn incrementally. It is a gift you simply accept by surrendering the need to manage the universe's schedule. Do you see the feather drifting down before you? It is perfectly white and completely weightless. This feather is your new instruction. It reminds you that the highest level of mastery is not forcing the current, but rather trusting the flow of the magnificent river you have already set into motion. Your meticulous preparation has already ensured that the banks are strong and the course is clear. Now, you must simply embrace the effortless momentum. This acceptance is the embodiment of the number 8, the symbol of infinity, which reminds you that resources, peace, and love cycle back to you constantly, endlessly, without your constant effort to micromanage the flow. This is the divine rhythm, the deep, abiding ease you have finally achieved. The universe is asking you to exchange the heavy shield of anxiety for the soft, protective cloak of unwavering confidence. When you release the tight grip on how things must unfold, you create the necessary space for something far grander than any blueprint your conscious mind could ever imagine. Every single detail you tried so hard to perfect will now be perfected, for you, by the vast, loving forces that honor your tireless commitment. You are entering a time where the greatest effort required is the simple act of receiving. There are mountains ahead, perhaps, challenges that require your strength, but you are no longer climbing them carrying the unnecessary weight of what if and if only. You are walking toward them with the knowledge that your peace is the most powerful resource you possess. Open the wide windows of your soul, dear one, and let the fresh, clean air of absolute certainty wash through every corner of your prepared structure. This profound lightness is your sacred reward. It is your beautiful ascension, and from this space of freedom, your true, expanded vision is about to clarify in a way you never expected. Your newly expanded vision, born from that sacred reward of lightness, now brings you directly to the threshold of the most beautiful and profound decision. You are not lost, dear Virgo. You are overflowing with potential, and this feeling of choice is not confusion. It is abundance. You stand before what I call the 3 rings of destiny. These are not burdens to carry or riddles to solve. They are 3 magnificent doors, polished by time and fate, each humming with a different, powerful melody of your potential future. You might feel the familiar, powerful Virgo tendency to analyze them minutely, to weigh every possible outcome on a perfectly balanced scale, to demand spreadsheets of guaranteed results. Stop. Breathe. That meticulous, detailed energy served you well in tending the immediate garden. But the choice before you now is too vast, too essential, and too connected to the ancient wisdom of your soul to be solved by simple mathematics or logic alone. The universe didn't give you 3 confusing options. It gave you one perfect compass. That compass, shining eternally, is your deep, unwavering intuition. Look closely at these 3 shimmering portals. One path promises a comforting stability, built firmly on structures you already know and trust. The second path whispers of wild, uncharted territories, demanding a courageous, beautiful leap into the unknown. The third path, often the quietest, seems almost hidden, but it resonates deepest with the essential, uncompromised truth you carried into this life. To choose now, you must become utterly still. Right now, that inner knowing is buzzing, vibrating like a tuning fork hitting the perfect frequency. Listen for the gentle hoot of the inner owl, the ancient wisdom keeper that only speaks when the rush of the mind finally falls silent. Making a choice this deep, this rooted in destiny, often feels impossibly weighty, doesn't it? It feels like crossing a rushing river on a single slender log. You worry about the current, about making a single misstep that pushes you irrevocably off course. Release that tension immediately. You cannot choose the wrong door because the energy of your highest self has already imprinted the correct path onto the very core of your heart. You are simply remembering the direction you chose long ago, before you even arrived here in this physical realm. When you allow your body to fully relax, when you let go of the need for visible, documented proof, the ring that belongs to you will begin to glow brighter than the sun. It will pull you forward like a moth drawn to a moonbeam, effortlessly and absolutely irresistibly. This entire celestial alignment, this entire rigorous period where everything felt like it had to click perfectly into place, was absolutely necessary just so you could approach these 3 rings of destiny with full, unwavering confidence. You had to clear the physical and emotional clutter, find your unshakable peace, and expand your vision so that the powerful, soft whisper of your true destiny wouldn't be drowned out by superficial noise. Step forward now, dear Virgo, with the absolute certainty that your beautiful path has been prepared. The greatest obstacle is never the path itself, but the hesitation that precedes the first sacred step. Go. Your beautiful journey requires bold, intuitive movement now, and the universe is waiting just behind that glowing door to confirm your deepest wisdom. Your beautiful journey requires bold, intuitive movement now, and the universe is waiting just behind that glowing door to confirm your deepest wisdom. You have now stepped across that threshold. Look around, dear one. The universe is not just waiting. It is celebrating you and the breathtaking architecture of your meticulous effort. This is the moment of the detailed blessing, the harvest custom-made for the dedicated Virgo heart. All those tiny, precise labors you performed, the foundations you laid when you thought no one was watching, they are now yielding fruit so rich, so exquisite, that it perfectly mirrors the high standard you hold for yourself. This blessing is not general or surface level. It is confirmation that the universe matched your energy, returning quality for quality. Notice the fine stitching of this abundance. It shows up in the flawless structure of a new opportunity, the comforting ease of a previously difficult relationship, or the sudden alignment of resources that seem to appear out of thin air. You earned this precision. See the beautiful white dove of peace landing softly on the windowsill of your new beginning, a promise of harmony achieved after diligent work. And yet, even bathed in this beautiful brightness, a small shadow might sometimes flicker. This is the moment where we address the small whispers of doubt. Your natural tendency is to scrutinize, to ensure the sacred geometry is absolutely perfect, and that instinct is often your superpower. But now, that nagging voice asking, "Is this truly stable? Did I check every single detail one last time?" is merely the gentle echo of old patterns, a ghost of the effort that has already been completed. This hesitation is not a sign of flaw, beloved Virgo, but a final confirmation of your depth. You are so accustomed to the building phase, to the diligent correction of perceived errors, that stillness feels unfamiliar. Trust what you have built. You have moved beyond the shifting instability represented by the restless number 5, and you have securely landed on the solid, reliable foundation of the sacred number 4. Your house is built. It is solid. There is no need for further structural review. When that shadow of doubt attempts to obscure the brilliance of your harvest, treat it like a fleeting cloud passing over the midday sun. Do not attempt to fight it or analyze it. Simply acknowledge its temporary nature and remember the thousands of hours of honest, dedicated effort you poured into this creation. You are protected by a beautiful energetic shield woven entirely from your integrity. This harvest includes a profound sense of inner quietness, an intuitive knowing that everything you need is already within your grasp. This self-trust is the most detailed blessing of all. Embrace this newfound certainty, for it is forever transforming the way you perceive the path ahead. The alignment you prayed for demanded your perfection, and you delivered. Now, the universe is delivering its perfect response. Rest in the surety of your earned value. Step forward with the confidence of the triumphant warrior who knows their battles were won in silence, long before the final banner was raised. Now, the sacred invitation arrives, whispering softly upon the winds of your newfound peace. You are holding the final piece of the puzzle, Virgo, ready to slot it into place. But wait, look closely. Does it actually need slotting? Or has the picture already shifted into perfect, vibrant focus while your back was turned? Let the tools drop softly from your hands, beloved. The work of refinement is complete. Your energy, beautiful and precise, has spent countless hours arranging the stars into perfect constellations, ensuring every single detail served its highest purpose. You feel the deep instinctive tug to fine-tune the delivery, to check the alignment one more time, to polish the path until it gleams impossibly bright. This instinct served you well. It built the foundation. But today, this very instinct, this need to control the outcome, becomes the feather that keeps you from soaring into your destiny. The universe is asking you to put down the blueprint because the magnificent structure is already built, standing solid beneath your feet. The great shift you are being invited to experience is simply this: you are not meant to rearrange the pieces anymore. You are meant to stop checking the corners of the room and start inhabiting the beautiful, secure space you meticulously created. You are meant to walk through the golden door that your diligent preparation established. If you stand too long at the threshold, meticulously measuring the frame, you miss the landscape of pure potential waiting on the other side. This is not a test of your organizational skills. It is a profound test of trust. Imagine the mighty river flowing perfectly to the ocean. Does the river stop halfway to recalculate its trajectory? No, it simply flows, trusting the gravity of its purpose. You are the river now, Virgo. Allow the current to carry you. Rest in the beautiful certainty of the number 3. 3 dimensions of perfection, mind, body, and spirit, are now synchronized for you, a trinity of wholeness you have long striven for. The silent promise of the universe confirms that you have seen every angle, anticipated every potential shadow, and secured every corner. The time for anticipating the fall is over, dear one. The safety net you needed was built by your own hands, brick by meticulous brick, long before you ever needed it. Your sole instruction now is to live from the heart of that perfect alignment. Breathe it in. Feel the undeniable ease that settles over you when you cease striving. Allow yourself the grace of effortless movement. The next perfect step will not require anxious calculation or endless review. It will be an intuitive leap, a clear whisper from your highest self, carrying the weight of deep, undeniable knowing. Release the need to prove that the path is straight or the geometry is flawless. Simply walk it, knowing that every single thread of your fate is now woven in golden, unbreakable light. This is the moment when the truly miraculous begins, because you finally stop trying to control the magic and start living joyously inside of it. You have stopped trying to control the magic, and now the universe sends you the ultimate signature of success. Look closely at the energy surrounding you right now, Virgo. We arrive at the undeniable confirmation, the sacred presence of the number 8. This geometry speaks volumes without uttering a single word, acting as the final, shimmering stamp upon the cycle you have just completed. This number is not an accident. It is the cosmic signature confirming that the new path is not merely opening, but fully established. When you perceive the flow of the 8, you are not simply witnessing a measurement of time or a declaration of success. You are gazing upon the symbol of infinity, the eternal loop of power and potential. It confirms that the energy you have meticulously invested, the detailed, unwavering work you completed behind the scenes, will now perpetually flow back to you, magnified and purified. This is the universal guarantee that there is no end to the abundance you are stepping into, only continuous, cyclical renewal. Your path isn't a straight line that risks fading out. It is a shimmering, powerful river that always circles back upon itself, richer and deeper each time it completes its sacred journey. Every challenge you faced, those moments where you felt the need to measure, analyze, perfect, or pull back, was absolutely necessary to build this sturdy, unbreakable foundation. The number 8 is the beautiful scale of spiritual justice tipping decisively and permanently in your favor. It assures you that every lesson has been integrated perfectly into your being, meaning the old patterns of self-doubt and over-analysis simply cannot take root again. You are moving forward with a balanced spiritual ledger, prepared for the vastness ahead. You might observe ripples on the water ahead, dear one, but they are not threats or signs of chaos. They are simply movements that testify to the magnificent depth of the ocean you are now navigating. Your vessel is sound. Your compass is fixed by eternal light. Know this: the time for hesitant waiting and constant analysis is over. The alignment is complete. The door, which you have been cautiously watching and preparing to enter, is now flung wide open, illuminated by the light of 8 million glorious possibilities. You are not starting a new project that might eventually fade. You are fully inhabiting a new reality that is built upon the eternal flow of universal support. You have earned the right to trust the unseen forces guiding your life, because the confirmation, the flowing 8, is the universe reminding you that its resources are limitless, and now, so are yours. Embrace this deep certainty. This is the undeniable moment you rise above the previous limitations and step fully into the mastery of your own divine blueprint, recognizing the magnificent power inherent in your disciplined, loving heart. You have held the map in your hands, dear Virgo, and now you understand its contours with absolute certainty. Take a profound, liberating breath. This is the sacred moment where the final piece of the divine puzzle clicks into place, not because you forced it, but because you dedicated yourself to the necessary alignment. The gate that has guarded your greatest potential now swings wide, easily, inviting you onto the path of pure, unedited expression. Feel the deep, unshakable blessing that now settles upon your soul, a warm cloak of divine approval. The long journey of meticulous preparation is over. The requirement to constantly prove your worth, the subtle pressure to adjust your boundaries, the need to achieve unattainable perfection for the sake of others. All of these limitations now dissolve like morning mist under the rising sun. You are free now. The white dove of absolute peace and certainty circles above you, a living, fluttering promise fulfilled. You have finished the heavy lifting of self-critique, and you are finished with the endless editing of your own beautiful radiance. You are free now to dissolve any lingering obligation to be small or hidden. Your work, the detailed, dedicated service you have always offered, has prepared you for this elevation, ensuring your foundation is stable enough to hold the vastness of the light that is about to burst forth. This is the glorious moment your inner sun demands to shine without apology. Do not, for 1 second, mistake this freedom for license to retreat. It is an empowerment to lead. Remember, the journey of precision was not solely for your personal comfort. It was to ensure that the light you share with the world is perfectly calibrated, clean, and strong. When you step through this open door, you cease to be a seeker and become a source. You become a living beacon, a steady lighthouse on a complex shore. You have earned the authority to guide others simply by embodying your own hard-won truth. Every single obstacle that once stood in your way was merely a stone used to build the majestic staircase upon which you now stand. They are gone forever, transcended by the sheer clarity of your aligned purpose. There is nothing left to adjust, dear heart. Your masterpiece is complete. Go forth and shine, not just brightly, but limitlessly, knowing that every detail of your being is perfectly ordered by the love of the universe. Let your discipline fuel your compassion, and your clarity illuminate the path for those still searching for their own alignment. If this message resonated deeply, if it acted as the confirmation your heart was seeking, I invite you to keep this light flowing, carrying this newfound freedom forward. Share this awareness with someone who needs to know that their own intricate process of alignment is also nearing its beautiful end. You are not just stepping into your power, you are embracing your destiny. Until our energies align again, walk in your light, always.